Well, hey, Sagittarius. Welcome to Spiritual Saturday. If this is your first time here, this is Sage Muse. Hi, Diverse. I can't get away from that. And on Saturdays, we do spiritual readings. This is just a check-in with yourself, and each week it is something different because I am a Sagittarius and I gotta keep it spicy, y'all. I don't like to do the same readings over and over and over again. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I mean, that's just me, And so this week we're doing, I may do another one later, but for now we're going to do the different areas of your life for the next 3 months. So this is 3 months ahead, and just an FYI, like there may be a lot of, closing up energy because cosmically, our year doesn't start till April. I always think of Aries season as the new year. And I think most people do, and I think April is going to be a very important month. But today we do have Pluto going into Aquarius, I think tonight actually, so I took advantage and got a little extra sleep, and so we're going to see some real shifts in power, and things are going to be more about the people and the collective and the whole, and so it's no longer just about this every man for himself Capricorn energy. It's just about over, right? And I'm here for it. I am here for it. I will also we have a full moon in Leo coming up, so I will be doing that at a later date. So, but let's see, because first we're doing your inner world, your outer world, meaning what's going on around you in your environment, your health, career and finance, and at the end we'll do a little bit about relationships, which can be all your relationships, your friendships, your family, your romantic life, all of it, because I am definitely seeing a shift in the way that you're moving in relationships, right? And we tend to see that across the board, and a lot of that has to do with this, right? Your inner world is just insanely fabulous. Oh my gosh. So this may be a longer reading, we'll see. But we're seeing Whale of the Time, your charge is to enlarge, and the reward, celebrate your magnificence. Like Sagittarius, since I don't know when, but I have seen it since I've been doing this channel, and that is the focus. There was a big focus all during 2023 about stepping back into our power. We're not, dimming it down anymore, and probably spending a lot of time in our inner world, taking care of inner things, right? Now with the whale, I feel like things are about to change, Sag. Like you're going to see that all the work you've been doing on yourself is and when we're increasing our power, it is also, it gets perceived by others. The more authentic that we are, the more attention and we seem to get. But you've been really patient with it. To be honest, you've been focusing on self-love and growth and who you authentically are. And there's definitely this energy of celebrating yourself, so I really love that. So what was clarifying that was the Star and the Emperor. So this is really taking charge of your life for you and feeling very hopeful about it. And I do feel like you're going to start seeing rewards towards whatever you've been wanting to move towards. And this definitely talks about your dream life. The life that you want for yourself is really going to be showing up for you because you've been stepping more into your authenticity than ever before. And it's kind of like, this is who I am. This is who I am. And so, you literally have been calling things to you, and this is moving you closer and closer to where you're supposed to be. And it's been a climb, right? With the Emperor. But I also feel like you're starting to realize the balance between ego, and even like I'm seeing the balance between the spiritual and the physical world. Because Sagittarius, we tend to be our feet not touching the ground energy, right? We definitely sort of, I guess it's us and Pisces that rule that head in the clouds kind of energy. There is something very of this earth energy about you. So it feels like you have found like the balance there between what you have to do in your physical and your dreams. And you have been taking action, but you've been taking slow action. And this has been action that has been just for you. Like, this isn't about other people. This is about you. And, it's very powerful, actually, Sag. It's very powerful, and it's going to start to really get you attention towards what you want attention to. Of course, we always draw attention as Sagittarius. Whether you realize that or not, there's something about our energy that just draws it in, and it's like at its height in the next 3 months. And so definitely, it's like telling you too at the start, the more positive you stay, and I've been saying this for the last few days, the better it's going to be, because we know that like structures are changing here, Sag. And so there is going to need to be steadying energy that's positive. So I feel so many things here for you. And it's making you feel really good. And so the more you keep pouring into yourself, the more that you are going to see that. And you aren't just thinking about yourself though, Sag, because the star is Aquarius energy. You're able to see how even when people are like seemingly in chaos, you're going to be able to see the good that's coming, and it's the good that's for everyone. And what good do we even serve other people if we can't be totally ourselves? And I feel like that's what you're learning. You may have wanted to like dim it down a little bit in the past to make other people comfortable, but you're no longer about that, because you're important. And you get that now. Okay? Amen, amen. So for some people, some of y'all are moving, and there's so much here about destiny, okay? And a lot of Aries energy. So I do actually feel as if Aries season will be very important to Sagittarius. We always feel it because Aries season makes us want to make moves, right? It's a very Marsy kind of energy, makes us want to do things. And so I feel like you will definitely be feeling that, but there's change in courage and North Node. You're taking a risk, Sag. This could be moving. I will tell you that. And I was kind of torn on it, to be honest. You definitely are taking a chance here. Okay. With the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, or the Queen of Wands, you definitely are taking a chance in which you don't know where you're going to land. And I think we saw that recently too. This could be taking a chance on love, but even more than that, it feels like, making a decision that you've totally thought through, okay, about opening a door. Ace of Pentacles is, it could be an opportunity, and it's been an opportunity that you've been waiting for. And maybe y'all have just been waiting for any opportunity, right? And this could be an opportunity to move. And the truth is that you don't know how it will turn out, but you're in such a good place emotionally, I'm really ready for something. Like in the stagnancy, you've learned to not let things get to you, right? That Seven of Pentacles, knowing that at some point there will be a pivot, right? Because that's what the Seven of Pentacles reminds me of, getting ready for the next move, planning the next move, and being comfortable in the in between, because you know you've achieved a lot already. You know, you've done a lot already. You've got, and maybe in this time of stagnancy, just been focusing on what you do know and you know what your skills are. But you know, we saw before that Sagittarius is making decisions better. But what has happened in the interim is that we kind of lost that taking risks energy, that is so much a part of us. And so that may have been the thing you've been building up to, right? And this is a new road. For some, it's going to be moving. For some, it's going to be a relationship. It's whatever the new road is, whatever this Ace of Pentacles is for you. It's a risk. It's not one you're going to go into lightly. With the Lovers being here, you are going to think it out. But at the end of the day, with the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands being here, there's just a knowing that everything will be okay, no matter what. No matter what. And basically, you're also realizing that you have to start taking chances. You know, I feel like that Aries energy might do that for you too. That it is really like you've taken the time to build your own structure, to focus on yourself. And it's just time. It's just time for a leap, Sag. Even though we're not seeing the full here, I do feel like this is what's happening. And I do feel like you really don't know how it will turn out. You just know that this is a change that you're supposed to make. This is an opportunity that you're supposed to take, and it's worth the risk to you. So if that's love for you, because the Lovers is here, a career, a path, a move, whatever it is, Sag, you're going for it. Let me just say that. You are going for it, right? And health. I feel like there's a lot of transformational energy here, and that may be sitting in a mental space for you. I don't, you know, if you have had some health situations, there may have been something that you've been waiting to end, because the Ten of Swords can refer to pain, right? But you have validate your past and declutter. So you could be really feeling that you need to not do things the way you did in the past, referring to your health. Okay? With declutter, you know, we're looking at new ways, but, you know, it feels like mental to me too. You know, there's a lot of energy here in terms of forgiving yourself, right? For whatever. But also making space. So when it comes to your health as well, I feel like you're going to be doing new things, right? Something is definitely over with the Ten of Swords that you felt really stuck in for a long time. So however that looks to you, I mean, if that was something from the past, it could have been a health condition that you're overcoming. That was very painful, and that went on for a long time. But you have found a way, Sag. Ace of Wands and the Eight of Cups. And that can really show up by doing something new, by trying something specifically experimental. Definitely something that you haven't tried before. You know, because the Eight of Cups, as much as it's walking away from something, it's walking to something. You know, it's walking to something, because in the Eight of Cups, where, you know, we look back briefly at what we walked away from, but we're walking towards the sun. And there is nothing that is, you know, the sun is about your life energy, your vibrancy, you know. So there's definitely a sense for some, if you've been going through a health problem, that the pain is leaving. You're no longer going to be stuck in that. And it does tend to deal with, I really feel something experimental you're trying. Okay? If this is mental for you, it's just like letting go of the past, forgiving yourself for the past, no longer feeling stuck in it and feeling kind of renewed with where you're going, or it's both, because even if you have health problems, maybe you thought you were always supposed to do it this way and, didn't want to take any chances. But this whole reading is really talking about taking chances, being experimental, not worrying so much about where you land, because what do I have to lose if I try, right? Exactly. So career and finance is interesting and feels pretty specific to me. So if you have been dealing with difficult people when it comes, this could be like in a job or in general. There's something about a gift that you have in dealing with drama. And specifically, it's going to show you what your life purpose is. And this definitely has to do with alchemy. Like your ability, like especially when people are causing trouble, you're able to see not just that, like you don't get sucked into the drama, but it's like you're able to see something different in it and actually transmute it. And this is like a people skill, Sagittarius. I really feel like this is dealing with what's underneath. Like you may, like some people may see people who cause problems or cause drama as just difficult people. But you see beyond that, right? Of course. Sagittarius we're big picture. And your ability to turn that energy around, right? Because of course our good attitude and our sense of humor is infectious. But I really feel like this has a lot to do with you being able to see underneath it all, why they're doing it. And when you know why someone is doing it, it becomes, alchemy becomes more effective. And you're very good at that. You're very good at changing the energy, Sag. Maybe that's negotiating, right? Maybe that's moderation. But Queen of Swords with the Empress. It also sits in the fact that you listen very well. And here's what it is, Sagittarius. This may turn you on to a whole new career. Or just add something to what you currently have, because you have intensely great people skills. And that's a skill, by the way. And the way that you're able to transmute what's going on is magical, right? And with the Queen of Swords, that's exactly what I'm saying. You are able to see the core issue. You are able to cut through the bullshit to see what's really going on. And with the Empress, and heal it. Where other people aren't able to see that. Five of Pentacles. They can't see it. You can. And that's amazing, Sagittarius. Temperance. Oh my gosh. Eight of Pentacles. So, Four of Pentacles. This may be the job of a lifetime for you, Sag. And you may not have realized even that you were good at this, right? I don't know how, because Sagittarius is the peacemaker. Sagittarius is the peacemaker. It's kind of like, if you ever notice, you can make any room fun because you are about it. Like walking into a room where everyone's just kind of bored and sitting there, and all of a sudden Sagittarius turns the music on and starts to dance and act crazy, And now everyone's acting crazy and having fun. That's the gift. And they're talking about alchemy with temperance. Bringing peace to situations that other people, they can't, because we transmute energy from negative to positive. It's just what we do. Okay? And it's your ability to see the positive in a negative situation and affect change. Like, look at this, Sag. Four of Pentacles says this is like, you may not have even realized, but this is the work you're supposed to be doing. It's what you've been waiting for. You're going to be pretty busy too. What? Wheel of Fortune. Fortune turning in your direction. And, you know, once you jump on board with this, however this looks for you in whatever situation, it's actually bringing in a ton of work. You're going to be real busy. Real busy. Yeah, you learn something real here, Sagittarius. Like, I don't feel like you're going to be expecting it, but there's definitely something about this and something about alchemizing for you that it actually puts you in a space of success. And I feel pretty strongly that it might even be a surprise to you. You know, and it may come out of one situation. And then you're just like, wow, this is what I'm supposed to do. You know? It makes sense to me, Sagittarius. It does. So we're going to clear this out the way, Sag, and dip into relationships a little bit. I'm going to go over the overall energy, Sag, and then I'm going to look at different kinds of relationships for you, like your family relationships, your friendships, and even romance, Sag. Even romance. But there's definitely something that's changed about you in relationships, Sag. You know? There's something that has changed. And determination is here with Prince Aeschylus and fear. You're not hearing it, Sag. How about that? You are not hearing it. Like, there's something very Queen of Swordsy about the way that you're approaching relationships now. With determination, I just feel like you're being very, I don't want to say tough love, but you don't want to deal with excuses. You don't want to deal, you're standing on things. No more wishy-washy energy for you, right? Courage, perseverance, no more indecisiveness, firmness. You know, and that's what you're supporting. And it's not in an unkind way, Sag. Even the Queen of Swords, she has compassion. But you're just not here for the shits. You're just not. You know, you're being this way, and I feel like on some level it's a risk, actually. Concerns, worry, and risks are here. You know, but like you're being very outspoken too about what you will and will not put up with. Right? And you may be a little afraid that that means that you lose people or people are not on board, but you're just not willing. You've put up with stuff long enough, especially when it comes, and wishy-washy behavior means people who can't make decisions, people who can't act, people, you know, they go back and forth. and you're just not hearing the excuses anymore. There's a bluntness to how you're going to be dealing with people. And yes, like, you may be a little worried that will cause you to lose people. I feel like we lost a lot of people, but, and it will, Sag. It will. But that happens every time we stand on something, to be quite honest with you. Because I feel like you used to be in this energy, pacify, specifically in your romantic relationships, where you would make people feel better. You would make people feel better, and you're just seeing what's so delusional about the way people act. I also feel like you're not here for like moody people or people who don't act real. Fake death is here. Like, you're saying specifically, like, if you are an ass, then show me that, but don't be that and then pretend to be something else. There's definitely like a direct, no nonsense way that you're dealing with people, and you're not looking to make them feel better anymore. I'm sorry, no. I'm being very blunt, and if you can't handle that, then that might be a problem for you. But I'm not dealing with fakeness. I am not. You are, you want people to be who they really are. So let's take a look and see, Sag, at what may be happening in the different areas of relationships for you. We'll take a look at sorry, y'all. I'm not going to look at coworkers, but I'm going to look at family, friends, romance a little bit. We're not going to go too deep with it. Just going to get, a little bit of the overall details and energy towards it, Sagittarius. Yes, relationships. Next 3 months. I love this energy for you. I think, though, sometimes you have to be careful about a balance, like making sure that you're not coming off too hard. Sometimes the Queen of Swords specifically can be very judgmental, right? Oh, Sagittarius. Queen of Wands, the Sun, all right. This is so funny, Sag. Justice and the Nine of Pentacles. You're just trying to be happy. I don't feel, underneath it all, we'll look at romance, but it feels like you're focused on being happy single, doing what's right for you, because you want to be in a good space, and you're starting to realize, what? I can give myself what I need. So, okay, let's delve a little deeper and look at what's happening with family, our family relationships. The High Priestess. Oh, you're being there for people. Family relationships. Also not like Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely being there for people. At the same time, not showing your hand. Like, it feels like you're being there for people. You're willing to listen, because the High Priestess definitely does that. I don't feel as if you're going to... I don't feel like you're giving away anything about yourself. I feel like you are kind of telling people straight. Like, this could be in your family relationships where, you're not mincing your words. You're definitely going to listen fully before you want to be there for people. So in some ways, you understand the power of just being there. I don't have to, I don't have to do anything necessarily. But the truth is that people come to you for your wisdom. They come to you for what you know. And the High Priestess knows a lot. But it's also picking and choosing, like, when you let that out with the Nine of Wands. Because there's a choice, right? There's more than one choice. You can tell people how they're being delusional, right? But I don't feel as if you're choosing that. So it's kind of like, that's very different for Sagittarius, because we love to be telling people, right? But I feel like you, even though you know what could happen, I don't feel like you're doing that. I feel like what you are telling people, in very much a very tactful way, the different options that they have, what they could do, right? What they could do. Hierophant and the Three of Swords, to overcome their problems. Okay? But with the Nine of Wands being here, I feel like you're doing it in a way that protects your own energy, meaning you're not going to fight about it, right? You're not going to be savage about it. You know, I also feel like you're really listening, because the truth is that people don't really want you to tell them what to do. You know, a friend once told me you should ask people what they want to do first. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You know what they should do, but you're trying to find out what they want to do. And then maybe you give people more options, you know, more choices in terms of what they can do. You might tell them they're being delusional, though. You might, because that's kind of Seven of Cups is like getting in our own way, right? Okay, so let's look at friendships. What's going on in friendships for Sagittarius in the next 3 months? Friendships for Sagittarius next 3 months. Ooh, oh boy. Friendships. Well, okay, Sag. All right. So here's, you might feel yourself in somewhat of a dilemma. Okay? Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. With the Hierophant on the bottom and the you're moving in so much High Priestess energy. And I feel like that's going to be like having the answers and not telling people. Like being a little mysterious about it. Yeah. There is that in you, where you're getting really wise in terms of what you say to people. But in friendships, Six of Swords, and what I'm seeing here is that there may be some friendships that you're trying to decide whether or not it's wise to mend them. Okay? Or, you know, whether the talk is worth having. You know, Two of Pentacles is very much that going back and forth energy. And I just feel like you're trying to really decide whether or not you just move on from some friendships. And I'm talking about friends. You move on from some friendships, or you try to work on them. I feel like you're trying to figure out what your best option is. Because you're saying to yourself, you know, maybe I think all of us have been struggling with our friendships as well. Four of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the Death card. I just feel like for you, you want harmony and stability and unity. And you want this with these friendships, definitely. But there's also the chance of the Ten of Wands. And you're kind of feeling like, am I going to have to ultimately cut this off again? Or, you know, Three of Pentacles. Five of Swords. The Hangman. I feel like you're just not sure. The Star. There is healing coming in, but I also feel like you're not going to do it. Okay? I feel like you are going to let them do it. Okay? Let them show you that things have changed, or that anything has changed. In terms of the Five of Swords, before you make your decision. So I feel like even in friendships, you actually might let other people do some work in friendships. You might, I don't feel like you are saying we're all good or not, but it depends on what they do. And if they show up differently, right, then you may be for it. But if they're showing up the same, in the same sabotaging energy, you'll be out. And with the Star, either way, I'm good. You know, either way, I'm good, because you don't, at the same time, with the Five of Cups being here, it's kind of like you don't want to have regret. So I feel like in terms of your friendships, you may give people a shot to try, but I don't feel like you're putting a lot of work into it, to be insanely real. I really don't. You're letting them make the effort. Okay, let's get on with the romance of it real quick. Romance in the next 3 months for Sagittarius. Romance in the next 3 months for Sagittarius. Oh, Nine of Swords. Whew, someone's got you on the mind, Sag. Show me romantic relationships in the next 3 months. Oh, yes, they do. Wow. There's someone here who cannot stop thinking about you. Romance. Look at that, Sag. The Queen of Wands, the Devil, and the Nine of Swords. Romance. Oh, okay, well. King of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. The World. Tell me about the King of Cups. You're very much in this energy if you're not letting anything bother you. King of Cups. Three of Swords. Oof. The Chariot. Wheel of Fortune. There's that Leo energy. Something's going to happen, I feel, with someone that you moved on from. Three of Swords and the Chariot. This person can't stop thinking about you. I feel like something's going to happen during the Leo full moon that you're not expecting. What's going to happen? You're going to be pleasantly surprised by it. You're not going to see it coming. I don't know. Like I said, that was going to be brief. Could that be someone from your past? It could be. You know, it could also be someone who's afraid to approach you. Suddenly does. So, you know, I'm not going to say take it as it resonates, because that's the next 3 months. Allow for it to unfold, Sagittarius, in your highest and best good. So let's get your mindful message for the next 3 months. And we'll get a message from your soul, Sag. What is Sagittarius's mindful message for the next 3 months? And I hope you all watch this even though it's long. Sagittarius. Oh. Fuel. I enjoy doing things that fuel me. It feels great to do things for myself. When I make sure I am taken care of, I can better show up for those in my life. Okay. We love to be pampering ourselves. So that's what you're going to do. What is Sagittarius' soul truth for the next 3 months? Sagittarius' soul truth. Sagittarius' soul truth for the next 3 months. Sagittarius. Oh, you might be looking into your relationship with money. What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because, well, my answer to that is it provides freedom. You know? But you'll have to decide what that is for you, Sag. So that's the next 3 months. I hope you enjoyed it. Toodles.